Hey there, friendlies. Welcome to the Bevvies, Blades, and Bushcraft live stream for today, the 12th of September. This live stream, as you know, we do discuss bevies, we do discuss blades, and we do discuss bushcrafty things. Tonight, I have no reading for you. It's been a rough couple of days, and I just didn't have the heart for it. But I do have a couple of things in mind for maybe next week. Before we get to the show, I'd just like to do the usual housekeeping. That's the part where I say, hey, if you're watching us time shifted to tomorrow or next week or next month or next year, welcome after the fact. I love knowing that your eyes are on the content, even though you can't participate in the Chitty McChat on this side. And I love seeing the comments show up after the show is over. If at any point tonight you really love what's going on, then I invite you to hit that smiley thumb. If at any point tonight you kind of hate what's happening, that's okay. The frowny thumb works just as well. And if you'd like to take a more active role in trying to, help keep the lights on around here and keep me in fancy stuff like, camera batteries, then I invite you to clickety-clack on the join button, where you will see that there are 2 tiers of membership, as well as what each tier gets you for your hard-earned money. And now, what's been happening lately in the world of bushcraft and YouTubing? Okay, so there's a couple of things. First, Explore Magazine has just put out an article about 10 tips to prepare for shoulder season. It's tips about fall hiking and such. It's stuff like leaving a trip itinerary with loved ones, having some safety gear, the stuff that if you're just breaking into the outdoors, you might not know and you really need to know. And stuff that is still maybe a useful reminder for those of us who spend a lot of time in the outdoors. So after that, the second story we have, this is kind of a cool one. People watching a bear cam, a grizzly cam, I believe, in a national park or a state park in Alaska, were recently treated to the vision of a lost hiker, soaked to the gills and obviously cold, walking up to the camera and mouthing help. Excuse me. So some of them contacted the park authorities and got that poor guy rescued. I think that's a cool story. There is something meta going on with that story. It's just, you put these cameras out and every now and again, one of them saves somebody. Anyways, I thought it was heartwarming and kind of cool. Okay, third, for those of you who are into vlogging and run and gun video shooting, Apple announced their new iPhones today. They will be available for pre-order on Friday, I think it is, on the 15th anyway, and they'll be available on the 22nd. So this is about to become my daughter's phone. Some very cool cameras. The Pro Max, or whatever they call it, has an up to 5x optical zoom. And it's nice to see Apple sort of keeping their camera game up and constantly improving. Because at the end of the day, there are some really killer Samsungs and LGs out there, right? So, I think Samsung and LG are keeping Apple innovating. So anyways, I bring that up because iPhones are probably the most used smartphone for YouTubing. And also because nobody cares what an iPhone user uses as much as an Android user does. So I know that some of you will be very interested to know what my next phone is going to be. Fourth, it's also in the YouTubing space, and it's kind of a piss-off. YouTube has told us creators that they are revamping the way the ads work. And they've put some, feel-good info about it, sort of improving our income and all that. But at the end of the day, what they're doing is removing our control over what gets played when. For instance, I always leave the non-skippable ones off, and anything that's like a mid-roll advert, I leave that off. I always leave those off because I hate those. I hate non-skippable ads. And now what's happening is, if my channel is monetized and the videos are monetized, they're removing the control from me. So I mean, it may increase my income in a marginal sense, but no YouTuber who is making bank off YouTube is making it off of the views, right? And I don't think it's good for you guys. I don't think they're doing a service to the people who are watching YouTube videos instead of creating them. That's all I'm going to say about that, or as Philip DeFranco would say. So there's that. As I always say, the links for all these stories are in the show notes below, and as usual, none of this is sponsored content. So let's see who's hanging with me tonight. See who's hanging, and hope that you guys aren't too pissed off that there's no reading this week. So who was the first one to pop in? Hey, Peanut Trucker in the house. How's it going, mister? At 7:59, I'm parked and ready. Finally Tuesday. Yes, finally Tuesday. I feel that way myself. My Tuesday nights do tend to keep me from getting completely nuts. And also, as you guys can see, that little icon, that makes Peanut Trucker a channel hero, helping keep the lights on. Linda says, ready for what? Nobody knows. That's the thing. It's a mystery, Linda. We got Canadian in the house, doing a little, giving us props, a little thumbs up. Hey, there's David Evans, channel hero and channel mod, so everybody be polite so he doesn't have to drop the hammer on you. We got Christy in the house. You had a brief thunderstorm. Nice. I've got the windows open, and it's actually pretty nice and cool outside. I like it. It hit sort of the low 20s instead of the high 20s today. Makes me happy. Tea's a good drink, hey? Hey? We got Country Boy, who is also a channel hero, saying hi, hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy to you, too. Russell popping in, saying hello to everyone as well. And, okay, I was going to mention that, but what the heck, I said the same thing as Dave. I love it. David went to get a beer from the fridge. Next to the beer was a Caesar. I shook the beer thinking it was a Caesar. Don't open that. Open the beer in the bathtub. I get the feeling that's something Russell would say. Okay, saying hi to everyone. Russell says, always open your beer in the bathtub. That way he can make a message shotgun that thing. I love it. But it's okay because David opted for the Caesar while the beer calms down. Nice. We got Serge here. Hey, Serge is here, so let's pour this thing, shall we? This is La Souche Gros Pain Rousse Irlandaise. So it's an Irish-style red. La Souche is a microbrewery from Stoneham, Quebec. I have no idea where Stoneham is. Souche means like a tree, like a stump, like roots, the roots of the tree. Moving right along. Le Gros Pain means the big pine. So there we go. So I'm going to pop that. And, hey, it's a Bushcrafty beer label and name that's not an IPA for once. I say, what? Anyone who saw my TikTok recently will know what I'm talking about there. I hate how, like, there are all these beer that are playing way into the outdoorsy, foresty, lumberjacky, paddling, blah, blah, blah. And they're all IPAs. An IPA just tastes like bitter regret. So I think that, outdoorsy, bushcrafty names should be like for Irish reds or, British bitters or brown ales or stouts or, or some lighter stuff, but not IPA. Come on. IPA is pumpkin spice for boys. Let's see if I can do this without blowing it completely. Whoops. Pumpkin spice for dudes. For dude bros. Dude bros like IPAs. Those of us who are of finer tastes, more discriminating tastes, lovers of the finest things in life, like, say, canoes and axes and campfires. We prefer our beer to be darker, hazier, more delicious. I'm hoping this is going to be delicious. I do like an Irish red. But Irish reds tend to be, you know, like authentic Irish red ales tend to be kind of on the creamy side. Well, it looks nice. What happens at the cabin stays at the cabin. So I'll just sort of put that down for a second and finish saying hi. Serge, what did you think of that pour? I think it's a pretty good pour. Shall we taste the Tasty Make Taste? Smells refreshing. It's not bad. It is hoppy, though, for an Irish red. That's a little too hoppy for an Irish red. Wow, this is a 20-cent return. Holy snappage. Souche de levure. So it says that the flavors are roasted malts, pain grillé, a toast, and caramel. Oh, yeah, that's in there, but it's also got like a hoppy zing. Souche de levure. Root. What the hell is levure? Yeast. Yeasty. I guess they mean like it's rooted in yeast. It says Côte Ouest Américaine, so American West Coast yeast, neutral yeast, and neutral and versatile. Oh my God, it's tough translating on the fly here, guys. Okay. Ingredients: water, malt. Barley, wheat. Houblon is hops and a yeast. It says, brewed in the forest of Stoneham. Explore biodiversity. Come on, fool. Oh, I gotta cover the face. Sorry, dudes. So there we go. And we shall show you the... It's such a foresty looking beer. What's the alcohol by volume on this? 5%? Okay, so it's a standard Canadian beer. No fear. If it was like a 7, I would have felt real stupid. Because, you know, gotta have some whiskey tonight. So, where was we? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I definitely get like a caramel and sort of baked goods, like a yeasty, toasty finish. It's very good. I would like there to be slightly less hop, though. I just got beer on the keyboard, so just give me a second while I wipe that with my shirt. I hope I don't hit a key that ends my live stream or anything by mistake. All right. And by the way, I agree, Serge. I don't remember the last time you were this early. It's nice to see you, though. We got Marcus popping in. How's it going? Nice to see you. Sorry. Linda has a buffalo plaid onesie. When you live up north, you wear that stuff. Yep. My baby once had a buffalo plaid onesie, but she's too old for it now. I do like me some buffalo plaid, though. I call it a lumberjacket. Hey, look who's here. Al's here. Al, tonight, because David Evans is opening his... he just picked one of these up, I guess, so I'm gonna have this tonight. I had brought a bunch of options. This is a blend from Douglas Lang. It's another company like Compass Box, where it's new school blends. They're trying to bring blending to a high art. And I thought that maybe I would, have some of this just to, just to show you, Al, that you and I both like the finer things. David Evans is doing the God's good works by telling everyone to hit that thumbs up. I would be happy if that was to happen. And we'd like to also point out that Russell has scotch tonight. So does Christy. Christy is probably drinking the Bullet Bourbon tonight, which is a fine beverage. Yeah, I love this comment from Russell. I was thinking about that too. Was it with you one night in the green room that we were watching that salmon run bear cam, or was that actually on like during one of the live streams? Oh, Russell's trying something new to him tonight. I thought you were going to have that red label. I guess you might have finished that though. So what do you have? David, yes, I'm definitely getting the 15 Pro. I might actually go for the Max this time. I don't like the size, but there's a camera difference between it and the standard size that I feel I may have to go for. It's expensive though, man. Holy crap. I can't believe how expensive phones get when you're sort of stuck in the Apple ecosystem. But like what sells a phone to me most is the cameras. When I got my 11, the difference between this and the Plus or Max or whatever the bigger one was just the size, right? It was identical camera, so I was like, I'm not paying extra for the bigger. I don't want a phablet next to my face. But now with the 15, there is a difference, so I may have to go for it. It's a lot of money though. I mean, you can kind of defer it over 2 years of your plan, but still. Man on the street, Al, he always asks if you're around it. Yes, I always ask around 10 if Al's around, but since we're doing the green tonight, I still think Al should crack a blue. We can all be Johnny Walker buddies after 10. Russell almost never messes with the default settings. I don't like them taking the control away, because I really do feel that I'm doing myself a potential disservice. Yes, in terms of income, but I feel that I'm doing a service to the viewers by not having ads that they can't skip and not having ads in the middle of a video. Excuse me for just 1 second, people. Looks like the days of something in this basement turning my sinuses to a hellscape are coming to a middle. Serge says, I'm nowhere near to be monetized, especially since I don't have time to edit my footage. Yeah, it's tough to get time to edit the footage for sure. Hey, look who's here. How's it going, Mike? Yes, David, it did feel like fall today. Maybe a little excited. Oh, wow. Russell's already seeing falling leaves. That seems early to me. My 2 favorite times in the forest are when the leaves turn, but they're not all like, they're not all gone yet, right? They're just turning. So like if you're walking through like birches or poplars or something, it's that gorgeous yellow, that golden yellow against these light kind of whitish or light gray trunks. I love that look. So, and obviously the maples go sort of a dark red and all that stuff. I love that time. Just when that is just really new. Almost all the green is gone, but they're not all on the ground just yet. And I love that brand new green in spring. We're past the bud phase, but the leaves are all like a lighter green than they will be later in the summer. Those are my 2 favorite times in the forest. And I fear that I'm going to miss that this year due to timing and availability of land. Peanut Trucker is in Fresno. Supposed to load out of here, so it might be coming through So get the rain out. Haha, love it. Hey, there's Carol. Carol has the channel hero icon next to her name. Nice to see you, Carol. Hanging with us. Apparently where David is, they got maple leaves coming down as well. Wow. I don't know. It seems early to me, guys. What's up with that? Glue them back on there. David is asking, Russell, was your Starlink out for about 30 minutes just after 8? Yes. Okay. I wonder what's going on there. Austin's corner in the house. How's it going, Austin? Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't sleep well last night at all, so I'm a little tired. Grace, how's it going? Wait, I guess I'll take my leave. Don't take your leave, Al. You just got here. Yeah, I'm with Russell. Don't leave. You gotta hang. We gotta chit-chat. We gotta chit-chat. How's it going, Grace? How are you doing tonight? Ah, Linda says something that warms the cockles of my heart. I don't know what the cockles of a heart are, but we'll just go with it. I started having a dark beer on Tuesday nights, but for now it's cinnamon tea. I have tea as well, because tea is a good drink. I made a tea for the wife and a tea for the daughter before coming. Yeah, I'm interested to see what Russell has tonight. This tells me I'm really late. What? Okay, it's 21:25, and this comment was at 21:17. Okay, I'm not that late. I mean, I'm a little late, but not that late. Hello, everyone listening while driving home, says Destiny. How's it going, Destiny? Nice to see your name popping up. Nice to know you're listening, even if you're driving home. Russell says, I actually don't know if it's Scotch. It's 40 Creek, heavy wood taste. 40 Creek is a Canadian whiskey, I believe. Hope I'm not embarrassing myself there, but it's definitely not a Scotch. Austin seriously hates the smartphone. Okay, I can get through this. Austin says, I seriously hate the smartphone market. I wish someone would do something daring and innovative around a square or round OLED screen with a custom Android OS. Samsung has a foldable one now, but there was an Answers with Joe video that he put out like today or yesterday or something, kind of positing that it's possible that the smartphone or the cellular phone is sort of late stage, almost end stage. That either it's just going to stay stagnant or we're going to move to something else. Because there are a lot of small companies or Kickstarters or whatever trying new stuff. But none of them are hitting critical mass or anything. It was an interesting episode. I should have mentioned that. I should have put that in the show notes below. I'm going to... Just give me a sec, folks, to try and find it without, without accidentally ending the live stream or anything. Talk amongst yourselves while I try to find it. Answers with Joe. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Joe Scott? Fascinating. I love his stuff. I absolutely love his stuff. It's called The End of the Smartphone is Near. I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this. Down there. Down where? Right down there. That's not it. That's a bass line I have to learn for a wedding. Where the heck? There we go. Answers with Joe. Right. Click. And open in a new tab. The hell? How come it's not pasting? What the hell? Hold on, peeps. Copy. And Why are you not working with me? Boom. There we go. Sorry about that, peeps. That was nowhere near as smooth as I was hoping it would be. David says, okay, I'm going to get the Pro Max too. All right, we'll be iPhone buddies. Nokia and Motorola used to be the innovators, but phones are just high-tech Hershey bars. Yep. Yep. I mean, especially Motorola was the Razr, right? That was the first phone that looked like... Well, actually, Motorola was the first cell phone as well. Those big honkers. But remember the Razr? Like, obviously, somebody had been watching too much Star Trek. Hike with Mike says, the fall is interesting in Florida. We get a second spring. A lot of flowers bloom in the fall. Interesting. I didn't know that. Serge, or 8 Acres, says, I buy one that is 2-3 generations older. Knock off half the original price. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would do the same as well, but I just get so excited by the new cameras. And look, every time I get a new cell phone, the videos I shoot on a phone instead of on like this thing do get noticeably better. I mean the picture quality. I don't mean that I'm like, you know, writing scripts and like any better at doing this. I mean the picture quality, and sometimes the sound quality gets better, you know. Peanut Trucker says, we had pine cones this year. All year I've been picking them up, but it's coming to my favorite time of year, fall and winter. I love fall. Absolutely. Lipstick. Linda says, we don't have very many alcohol selections. Tiny LCBO stores. Yeah, well, you're kind of... You guys are up in the part of Ontario where it's all like one Starbucks towns, right? I almost got knocked on the head from a huge, heavy, immature falling pine tree a few months ago. Oh, I'm glad to know that you're still with us, buddy. David has 40 Creek on. He's got a link for 40 Creek. I believe that's the same umbrella group that. No, I'm going to backtrack on that. I'm not going to say that. Hold on a second, guys. Wow, that's going to get old fast. Oh, because Mike says a pine cone, not a tree. Okay, because I was like, holy crap, dude. I'm glad you're still hanging around. David is saying, obviously, to Russell that 40 Creek is having a Scotch week. That's weird, because they're not. But yeah, you guys should go. That'd be cool. Unfortunately, I bought a huge bottle, like a 1.5 liter. Never try a new whiskey with a huge bottle. I had no choice with the Island Green because the retail exclusives, they always come in a 1 liter bottle. But David says, no innocent gun pairing. Al, I take it, is an Android user. Saying that anything sucks donkey ears, as Russell says. Raspberry says, heck no, I saved an innocent gun for tonight. Might tame this savage beast. I like woody taste, but I don't think I've had a 40 Creek. It always sort of like looked like a bottom shelf whiskey to me. And I know that is judging a book by its cover, especially because the Alberta Premium cask strength is a top shelf whiskey in a bottom shelf bottle. Like that one really humbled me because the bottle looks like it should be plastic. The label is just everything visually makes it look like Alberta Premium, to be straight with you. But it's such a good rye. Yeah. Lipstick is saying we have 1,000 people in South River and 1,000 in Sunridge. Yeah, these are small towns. But you guys can, like here in the SAQ, we can order stuff and have it shipped to our local store. In fact, I have something at my local store. It arrived today, but I don't remember what it was. So you guys who are living in smaller areas, you can just do that. Order from the website, have it shipped to your little bullshit BS store, and pick it up there. This constant nose blowing is unpleasant. In fact, Russell says the same thing that I just said. And then David came up with a hilarious little rejoinder. Shawnee says, I enjoyed some Bullet bourbon while camping this past weekend. Yep, I like Bullet as well. Bullet is my go-to if I cannot find Woodford Reserve. Woodford Reserve is one of my favorite bourbons. It's not expensive. It's like $55 in Quebec. Good stuff. And I find that Bullet is pretty close. Like, it's sort of within the same ballpark. Like, whereas Knob Creek, I find is different, and I don't like Knob Creek. Because bourbon isn't just bourbon, right? They're not all the same. There are sort of, this one is more peanutty and blah, blah, blah. This one is more, tastes like Knob Creek, which tastes like Bitter Regret. And I find that Woodford Reserve and the Bullet in many ways are sort of in the same ballpark. So if I can't find the Woodford, I'll buy the Bullet. Manos, she says, maybe you shouldn't tell of your love of woody flavors. I'm talking about alcohol, Al. Just talking about the alcohol. David is getting more strident. Thumbs up, you lurkers. I'm with David. Thumbs up. Just to be curious, we have 24 people watching. Nice. And 17 thumbs ups. What am I pissing you guys off or what? What's going on? 18 thumbs ups. Nice. Linda says, I ordered better quality of Malbec for the Hager store, and other peeps were snapping up my order. Oh, wow. It's supposed to have your name on it. You're supposed to pay for it. Serge has the stream playing on your TV and adding comments on your phone. You thumbed twice. Good man. Russell says gift memberships shows lurkers. How? What? I think because I'm not eligible for gift memberships, and I've only gifted a bunch of memberships on Russell's live stream once. I don't really know how it works. Because, like, whenever Al throws out a bunch of gift memberships, people are like, oh, now we know who's lurking. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I'd buy this beer again, I think. Yeah, it's a little hoppy, but, oh, there's a tent near the Gros Pain. See, that's me, pining for the pines. So, yeah, no. No. What time are we at? We're at 21:37, so fairly soon I shall pour my 15-year-old whiskey. They put it on the shelf? Okay, they're not supposed to do that. When you order something at the SAQ, it arrives at the SAQ in a box with your name on it. It doesn't go on the shelf. Yeah, when someone is worthy of the gift, I like it. But, like, what I mean is, I don't know how the gifts show the lurkers. Like, is that just because, like, a bunch of names that you haven't seen before or something saying, wow, thanks, Al? Or like, is that how that happens? Because I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Tea's a good drink. I was gonna cut my hair before tonight, you know, just so I'm like looking spectacular for you people, but I didn't have time. Just saying that. Oh, David says, here it goes, opening up the shaken beer, bathtub bound. Okay, we'll speak to you soon. Let us know if if you got a wet head or not. No, no, Al, don't do it. Don't do it. We weren't calling you out. I was just, wait, what? Lurkers are people who are watching but haven't commented. If you try to add them, their name doesn't come up. Really? So, does someone's name only come up if they've already commented? Like, am I learning stuff about the inner workings of the YouTube Chitty McChatty system here that I don't get it. I may be learning something. Either that or Russell is just taking the piss, right? I don't know how it works. What am I missing? Oh, look at all of them. Good one, Al. David says, what did I miss? What's going on? Wait, let me click over to the YouTube. Al, we weren't calling you out. You didn't have to do that. But let's see who we got. Whiskey Harbor. Whiskey Harbor is not a lurker. I mean, I guess Whiskey Harbor was kind of lurking tonight, but hey, how's it going, Skip? How's it going, Darth Vader? Al, why'd you give 50? Why you didn't have to do that? I mean, I'm grateful because now I know who's been watching and not, you know, saying anything. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, we got Rebel with an O. How's it going? Charles is here. Charles and Annie. Hey, I haven't heard from you guys in a while. Nice to see your names. Tondo Will Dodo. Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you. Izamar. Welcome. Welcome to this, as Russell would say. 2140. In 5 minutes I have to pour that whiskey. Erica Jean or Erica Jean. I don't know if you're in Quebec or outside. Welcome. Natasha, welcome. Wow. All these people. Nina, hey. I haven't heard from you in a while. Nice to see you. Of course, there's Whiskey Harbor. There's Jim. How are you doing tonight, Jim? I don't understand how this works. I don't know how it works at all. Oh, Pam's been working the last few weeks. Okay. I think... Longscore says, hey, everyone. So, yes, I was lurking. I love it. You know, it's funny, Shawnee, because one of the... hold on a second here. Well, thanks, Al, but you didn't have to do that. You're so generous. So generous. Hey, Kelly Simmons, how's it going? I was going to say something. Austin's asking, how does this work? I have no idea. It took me forever to realize that I'm not eligible to receive a gift membership because this is a brand YouTube ID rather than a personal one. I read up on it, and it's like if you've been hanging at the channel relatively regularly, you're eligible. I don't really know. I don't get it. I just don't know. Um, Shawnee said something. Oh yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. I was doing irregular members only live streams where I'm editing a video for the whiskey channel. I got it to work very briefly, and it's just this week again. I did a really like a little private live stream because the way sound works under Mac OS, it uses a different pipeline than in Windows. So all these apps that will let you show sound from your desktop and your mic into the live stream, they don't work on the Mac because at the end of the day, even though the Mac is like the world's media production computer, the fact is it's a much smaller market than Windows, and I'm guessing nobody is willing to put the money into making one of those solutions Mac specific. So it's frustrating, and I end up gnashing my teeth and not sleeping a lot because, you know, I work into the night trying to get it to work. So I haven't been doing the members only streaming videos, editing streams. I'm gonna look for something else I can do for members only streams. And like the members only streams are short. They're irregular because I do them whenever I've got a bit of time. It was cool to do them while I'm editing videos because I'm sitting here editing videos anyway. So I would love it to start working somehow. But you know, what I was right. It's 21:45. I'm gonna pour this 15-year Johnny Walker Green. This week I picked up a Woodford Reserve Double Oak that I forgot to bring to show you guys. I haven't opened it yet. Did I say Johnny Walker or Woodford Reserve? I picked up a Woodford Reserve Double Oak Straight Bourbon. I've been curious about the Double Oak for a long time. There we go. Okay, I put the bottle down on the mouse by accident, and there we go. Come back from putting the kids to bed and see a thank you as an order for Al. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put that there until the 10 o'clock free for all. Jim is just checking from work. Darth Vader says, "What a night!" I agree. What a night. Yeah. What a night. Oh, what a night. This is almost done, just in time for the whiskey. Put that there. Destiny is home. So now she's saying a proper hi to everyone. I'm going to mute myself so I can blow my schnoz again because that's just the kind of night I'm having. There we go. Russell is showing off. I see almost time for the innocent gun. Damn it. I said something from Christy, and then everything jumped. Christy says, "What did you ever do about the contest when we had to email you the answer to the question you asked?" Yeah, I haven't had time to do my announcement video for it. I will try to do that this week. But I did. I did have a somebody won. I will just leave that there. Okay, so David was asking what Al is drinking, and Al says, "What does it matter? I'm drinking. Just curious, since you have good taste in Scotch." Al says, "Somewhat argue that point. You don't have bad taste in Scotch, Al. You do have very particular tastes, though. I mean, you're a guy who knows what he likes. That's for sure." My tastes are very. They've been widened due to the COVID crisis, which is why I have a whiskey channel. Like I used to be very like I was into peated single malt Scotch. Period. And now I like many kinds of things. But it can be tough if I decide I want to do a nightcap. It can be tough to decide what I want. Like I'll stand there in front of like 81 bottles. About half that, because half of them are not open yet. And like, what do I feel like tonight? Do I want something peaty? Do I want something sherried? Do I want to blend? Do I want to treat myself to a little blue? I mean, Russell's saying, so when am I joining? Well, you can join at 10, like usual, or whenever you want. You don't even have to join if you don't want. Like, just whenever you want. Or because I still have to put you on, eh? Show up in the green room when you want me to bring you on. And I'll wait until you sort of give me a sign that you're ready to come on. Yeah, Al, I did not drink Johnny Walker at all. I briefly had, no, I didn't briefly. At one point, I had a bottle of red just for mixing, and that's the only thing I would use the red for, because I do believe that the red label is one of the 3 worst whiskeys I've ever had. But you're the reason I discovered this as well. I actively like this 15 is probably my favorite. The blue is very good as well. I haven't tried that. What was that? It's the gold label, the 18, whatever. I haven't tried that one yet. That's a stinking lie. I had a small sampler of it at one point. Also very nice. The black, I could give or take. The double black, I could give or take. I don't think the double black is worth the upcharge for sure. But yeah, I'd say my 2 favorites are the green label, the 15-year, not the island green, and the blue is very good as well. Yeah, I should do a ring toss to decide. That's not a bad idea. Destiny says, just to do an ASMR, just saying. So tonight we're going to have a blended whiskey. I can't tap because I don't have, like, girl nails. This is the whiskey we're going to have. Listen to the sound of it in the bottle. I wanted to say something about YouTube's new advertising rules, and I forgot to say it, and now I'm going to blow my nose, and then I'm going to say it. YouTube's new rules are probably going to kill all the ASMR channels, right? Because by removing the control we have over where our ads land, it means it's going to destroy their practice. Because what ASMR channels who know what they're doing do is they have an ad at the beginning. Sometimes you can skip it, sometimes you can't, and then nothing. There's no ad at the end. There's no mid scroll. Nothing, because of the simple fact that people who are trying to fall the funk asleep, and they're listening to, listen to the beat of my heart. It's all hearts of. They can't have that interrupted by, like, some loud advert, and so it's like, what the hell is YouTube doing? Why are they doing that? They're probably doing this because of people like me who turn off the non-skippables, turn off the mid-scroll ads. Because, yeah, it's better for the creator. No, to hell with it. It's better for YouTube to take that choice away from us. They're selling us a bill of goods that is not truthful. And if, all these ASMR channels, that if I'm having a stressful week, that's how the hell I get to sleep. So, I mean, I'm not just pulling this out of the ether. I know the content at some of these channels quite well. And it's just how are these channels going to survive this new practice? Because the people who run YouTube are not smart enough to think that's maybe an edge case that we should do differently. Thanks for reminding me of that, Destiny. I know you didn't mean to, but yeah. I'm glad your cockles are warmed, Al. Russell says, here's an interesting idea. Keep blending different brands of scotch and discuss. New YouTube idea there, Jess. I actually have, in the whiskey world, we call that a Solera bottle or an Infinity bottle, where I have two of them. I have an unpeated Scotch bottle and I have a Canadian whiskeys bottle. And so what I do is whenever I open a new bottle, I put an ounce into my Infinity bottles. I haven't done one for peated Scotch yet, but I probably should. David says blended dribs and drams. Coggle, interesting word, goes with chortle. Whispers, this whiskey tastes like shift. Apparently Brooke from Girl in the Woods was live earlier. I did not know that. Uh-oh, David poured himself a big one. 5 minutes to scotch time. Country Boy says, holy crap, this sounds different from these Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. Insanely dynamic sound. These things are awesome for a deaf old man. Glad to know you, are those new, Country Boy? Did you just get those? Russell is currently the king of energetic pours. I definitely saw that last time we were on screen together. You did an energetic and a half pour. Chris has a 0 sugar root beer. Fair enough. Darth Vader says, YouTube Premium, $13.99 a month, no ads. Except that, like, I'm paying for so many streaming services. Excuse me. I'm paying for so many damn streaming services. I was going to say screaming services. What? That is, I can't handle another $14 a month. And is that $13.99 US a month? Like, what is that Canadian? I know that a lot of people are using it, and I think it's a great idea, but I just, like, especially because I'm paying for StreamYard now so that I can have my logo right there, and I can have not 720p picture quality going out into the world. And it's this I may not be able to keep until I have until the channel pays for itself in a bigger way, because this is costing me bank, dude. Especially because it's in American dollars. I think I spent $30 US a month or something. It's not sustainable for a channel of my size at all. Slip bottle is an old military thing. Slip bottle? Really? Russell, nod to me if you're ready to come on screen. Or just bring yourself on. Okay, good. Nice.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sure can.
Yeah. So I was just reviewing the new advertising stuff. It changes nothing for mid-roll ads. It's just the pre-rolls and the post-rolls that
maybe I misread it then. Because
I don't know how you misread it, because it's really, really obvious that that's what they said.
Is it 10 o'clock? No, not quite. Okay. I was about to grab for the whiskey, but no. Country Boy got himself a new phone and got the buds because they were noise canceling. I used them at work today as hearing protection until the batteries died. I couldn't hear shift. Yeah, I use mine in the same way. I've got like the little Apple Pros that are noise canceling, and I got the big honkin' Max that are also noise canceling. Now, here's a problem. If I'm using them while I'm doing the dishes or something, I do get yelled at a little bit because I can't hear people talking to me because I don't know how to turn on and off the noise canceling. So I should probably look that up. Darth Vader uses YouTube as his TV. I essentially watch YouTube the way most people watch TV as well, because I can very rarely get in front of the TV because the kids are watching something or whatever. Although I have been watching some Star Wars late at night at the weekends.
Star Wars? What kind of Star Wars?
Well, there's a new series. Ahsoka is a new series that's on right now. It's very good so far.
Okay.
I watched Andor, which I think is probably the best Star Wars has to offer right now. Very good.
There's so much Star Warsy stuff going on. But I guess they got to get their $3 billion worth.
Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah.
Which they probably already have.
At this point, probably, yeah. I'm just seeing. Is Chris out? All right. See you, Chris. Oh, and Jim is out as well.
Jim.
Pea soup. See y'all later.
Good day, Jim.
Dropping a pea soup on us. Oh yeah, it's funny, Russell. At work there was a family day recently. So I was there, and there was a bunch of people there with their kids and stuff, and I had my pea soup shirt on, and it's amazing how many people are like, "Oh, pea soup, that's cool. What is it?" So I was like, "Okay, well, I know this guy on YouTube."
That's a long story, isn't it?
But it's a funny one when they're like, "Yeah, okay, that's funny."
It takes a while to explain that.
Yes,
especially if we're just wearing this shirt. Okay, so I know this guy used to say this.
Peace out. Yeah. But anyways, it's funny.
And do their eyes glaze over?
And like, it's just a thing. It's just a thing. It's a YouTube thing.
Wait, no. Al stayed for the quaff. No, you got to give notes. It's 10 o'clock now, Al.
I haven't quaffed yet. I haven't had any yet. I've just been nosing.
Quaff.
But I've already given notes on this, right? Because didn't
I was like one step of the door. Like, what?
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'll stay just long enough to give away 50 memberships, and then I'm out. Oh, you're going to drink some whiskey? Okay, I'll stay for the notes, and then I'm out. Yeah, the thing is, it's probably late. Doesn't Al, like, get up early or something? Because sometimes he's out fairly early.
Oh, yep. Yeah, you should. This is the thing, Al. You're always out by 10, and this is when the whiskey starts.
Brown sugar, caramel, vanilla. That's from the bourbon casks. Very nice. Warm hug. I'm going fast so that Al can listen, and then he can go to bed. Much of the same. With a spicy edge to it, though, and a slight aluminum thing.
Ditto.
Yeah. Very good.
Wait, did you say aluminum?
Yeah. There's a slight, like, there's a, on the green, there's a slight metallic tinge just at the edge. And I sort of, I've never tasted aluminum, really. Like, I've never chowed down on it, but.
Is aluminum a French thing? Aluminium? I mean, you say aluminum.
Aluminum. I had a Scottish grandmother. I was not allowed to say aluminum. I can't have this conversation. Can't do it. Aluminum. Oh, this is getting embarrassing. Forget it. We're just going to move right along.
Oh, and by the way, are you replacing your roof with metal?
No, I don't think I can.
Okay.
I'll never be able to afford it. And here's the thing. I'm of an age where if I replace my roof with metal, I'm just buying a metal roof for the next guy who buys this house when I'm gone. Right? Because it'll outlive me.
Okay, well...
And I don't think Camille wants to stay in Quebec. And so I don't know if Clem will when she's of an age to make those kinds of decisions. So, like, I'm literally buying a metal roof for some stranger.
Well, okay, so that puts you're there for at least another 15 years.
Yeah, that's the way I see it. And he is frozen. He was about to say something of remarkable quality and intellectual strength and veracity, and he's gone and frozen on us. You see how hard it is to do this, people? You see how hard it is to do this? He's depending on Elon Musk. That's why he keeps freezing. Oh, he's back. So, what were you going to say? Yes, I'm probably here for another 15 years, if nothing unforeseen happens.
Well, you're going to do your roof again within 15 years. I'm just saying.
I
is,
would.
Is twice the price of shingles like cheaper than metal? And David's right. There's also resale value.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But when I'm dead, do I care about the resale value? Just another, point. But why are we suddenly talking about a metal roof? Are they made of aluminium? No, they're made of steel, aren't they? Like, why are we talking about a metal roof all of a sudden?
Well, it's your aluminium.
So my aluminum reminding you of a metal roof? Like, what? This night is getting so weird. This week has been weird from start to finish. So this is not exactly out of my way. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to redo our roof probably very, very soon. But I don't think I'd be able to sell the wife on the upcharge for a metal roof at all. Destiny says, oops. Everything just jumped. I have no idea what Destiny said. Destiny is now saying Jess's next ASMR, aluminum. Aluminum. I think we sold all 15. I don't think we need more, Al. You don't have to spend your money. You're welcome here without spending a thing. You're one of our whiskey buddies. Whiskey buds, a little Johnny Walker Bud action happening here. We're all getting along fine, drinking the Johnny. Uh-oh. Tim, is that the whatever EXCR is? Getting a COVID test. Smells so clean in here. Well, if the fact that you can smell says you might be okay, because actually only one of the times I had COVID, I lost my sense of smell. So maybe. Anyways, I hope you're okay. I think we're go. Thanks, Alex. Go. No, don't tell him to go, David. We're good. Okay, good. Okay. But yeah, Tim, I hope you're negative.
Sorry, I was typing frantically there. I didn't see 50 go out, so
I think we're okay.
We're okay unless we got to.
So here's the question then: if he buys 50, and they don't all go out, what happens?
You just get the money. Yeah.
If I ran YouTube, here's what I would tell my devs.
Sorry.
Okay.
Scotch is like the worst thing to go down the wrong pipe. You keep talking. I'm gonna grab my Innis again.
You're showing off. If I ran YouTube, here's what I would tell my devs. If somebody buys 50 and only say 25 end up with people, there has to be a way that the extra 25 would be banked for the next live stream. And they just get distributed at the beginning of the next live stream. Because then, so if Al bought 50 and only 23, 25, whatever, a lower number than 50 end up as memberships for people, then I feel that Al didn't get his money's worth. Even though he's doing us a favor, I think that Al didn't get his money's worth there.
I agree. Like, if Al wants to give it 50 memberships, then 50 memberships should go out. But
Yeah.
I don't know if they should be held for next live stream. What would be nice is, say, if 25 went out to people watching now and that was it,
Yeah.
then the other 25 go to the last 25 people who commented on your videos. How about that?
But what if they're the same people?
Well, skip that guy.
David says, I think we should bank Al for the next live stream. But I don't know. You know, it seems like it seems that YouTube is just pocketing the money. Then, like, maybe Al should be refunded for the non.
Well, they're not pocketing the money.
You know what I'm saying? Well, they pocket part of everything that gets spent on us, right?
Yeah, they do. And that part I hate. The 30%? Come on, 30% on donations? Bullshit. That's not French, is it? But pardon my French. Wait, do they have French cows? Do French cows understand French?
Do English cows understand English?
Do they, when they poop, is it a French kind of sounding poop?
I don't know what it sounds like.
Anyway. Sorry. Anyway, cheers.
You're reducing the quality of my live stream here. No, but seriously, like, then what? Then maybe Al should be refunded for the unclaimed memberships.
My job here is done.
I don't know. It just seems unfair. Al, I do have a PayPal link, but please do not buy me a new iPhone.
I would. Al, don't buy him a new iPhone. Buy him a new Samsung.
Samsung makes a good phone. I mean, I can't use it because I'm steeped in the Apple ecosystem. But if I could start again, my phone would either be a Samsung or an LG. I think they seem to be the two that I like the best. Tim says,
Hey, Jennifer, if you got something to say, just say it, okay?
Too many people again. I clicked on that. Did you click on that, or did I accidentally click on it?
I clicked on it because you're going to take shots at me, then take it, you know.
Is that what's going on there?
Yeah. Like, don't, just say what you mean to say. Like, don't.
Well, good night, Jennifer.
Anyway, Tim, I hope you're.
Destiny says 30%. What the hell? That's like a divorce payment. Wow, my head did not go there. But I wanted to say that Tim says that EXER is the neighborhood ER without the hospital. You know what you just reminded me of? I think that the emergency,
sorry, it's like a walk-in clinic up here.
Yeah. I have this theory that the ERs should be for emergencies only, and your big hospital, right? So, like, you know, you've got your hospital, you got your ER and everything, but if someone breaks a leg or whatever, like, there should be birthing centers and like clinics all around that hospital because if you break your arm, it's not a life-threatening emergency, right? So, because you know, we have a crisis in Quebec with the ERs being overcrowded, and I think it's because the whole system is set up wrong. This is boring. Sorry, we're just gonna move on. But
well, I've been through the ER so many times. It's like, but I've seen a lot of people in the ER, and the problem is you don't know how serious it is, right? You're not a doctor. You're not a right. I've seen people sit there with, you know, a broken leg. Well, okay, so everybody comes out. If 50 people come in an hour, right? Okay,
yeah.
Well, broken leg is here on the list. You know, me with atrial fibrillation, I'm like way at the top, right?
Yeah.
Every single time. So it's and now they do more triage, which is kind of nice. Like, there's nurses that see you pretty quick.
Yeah, but then you spend like 6 hours sitting there, right?
Well, at least you're in the emergency.
Yeah, so if you suddenly plump, then
yeah, you're in the best place.
Exactly. I just think that, like, as part of the triage, someone should be able to say, this is a broken arm. You know, your bone did not slice an artery. This is not a life-threatening emergency. One street over. You know,
That's a
like
tough one.
open 24 hours the way the emergencies are, because injuries happen all the time. And I have no idea how
Mm.
expensive this would be to the public purse, but
Actually, you know what? The medical clinic that we go to in it was in Oak Ridges. That one that we used to go to. The whole building was just a medical center, right? So
yeah,
they had doctors on the main floor, family doctors on the main floor. And I remember we went in with our oldest son because he was playing basketball. It hurt his heel. We went in and they said, okay, X-rays up a couple floors.
yeah,
Went up, came back down, met with the doctor again. She's going through the X-rays and says, "Oh, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine." Oh, nope, you've got a broken bone is broken,
yeah.
and they were able to like plaster it all up right there. It wasn't like a real cast, but they plastered it all up so he couldn't move.
Yeah.
And said, "Okay, make an appointment at the hospital. You'll have to go in
Oh, I
and
see.
get a real cast on it." But it's amazing what they can do right there in that building, like ultrasounds, X-rays,
Yeah.
just a ton of stuff. Pretty
Yeah.
neat.
And I
And
think that
that's
stuff like that is powerful in terms of sort of reducing the drag, right?
on ER, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is, the problem with ER is that, like, I've been to, I go to the hospital sometimes and there's nobody in the waiting room. Like, I go straight in. And then sometimes I go there and there's 50 people standing there.
Is that because where your ER is? Like, what is it in Tweed? In
Well, it's, Newmarket, Ontario.
Okay.
But no, I think there's a general problem is like sometimes it's busy and sometimes it's not, right?
Yeah. Well, at the at my local hospital, it's always busy, especially because Montreal closed. I think all the English hospitals except the general, and opened one of those super hospitals, and they did the same thing with all the French hospitals. So there's like
Yeah.
one big French super hospital, one big English super hospital, and then there's like two of the historical ones. So all the bloody emergencies are going to the same buildings now.
When I was a kid, I used licorice for straws sometimes.
Did you? I think we've all done that.
And I thought at the time I was like, I'm so cool, but it
Yeah.
tasted awful.
Yeah.
Was that what you're laughing at? See, I was talking so much, you actually had to resort to typing in chat.
I didn't want to pull
That's funny.
attention to what I was, but yeah. Yeah. It was a good line. I liked it. Speaking of lines, if I don't stop blowing my nose, it's going to look like I've been doing lines all night.
Sorry, I missed it. Are you sick or something?
No, I don't think so. It's just whenever I come down here and sit down, it's like maybe it's dust or something.
Oh, have we talked about this? Have you got like basements sometimes are right? Do you get stuffed up as well?
Yeah.
It might not be just mold. It might just be like humidity. Like basements are moist areas, damp.
Maybe. But it drives me nuts. David has to travel 45 minutes to go to a hospital. Kingston or Napanee? Napanee? Napanee. Napanee.
Napanee. Yeah.
Napanee. Napanee. That's what I'm going to call it from now on.
Napanee. I'm going to go to Napanee and be like, is this Napanee? Hey, are you from Napanee?
Like,
Hey,
we're gonna hit some good old boys and run you out of town. Apparently, Al wastes his knowledge on thong panty types. I have no idea what that means, but it's
I
kind
have
of
no
funny.
idea what that means either. Unless he's sacrificing something that we don't know about.
Wow, we don't want to. I just wanted to say to Kristen and Country Boy, yes, I have poured another.
Cheers. I like a nice color, but I don't want a fake color.
Yeah, I agree completely. Is that the 40 Creek?
Yeah. Shit.
It's absolutely colored. This is colored too, though. Johnny Walker colors their whiskey. When I'm buying whiskey, the three things that are like, this is what I'm spending on, are 45% ABV or higher, preferably like 50 if I'm not buying a cast strength. No caramel coloring, so no E150, and no chill filtering. But you gotta
Okay,
have the patience to figure it, to hunt that down.
I've got to call you out on one of those. Like, why the 45% or more?
I feel that 40% is the legal minimum in Canada, the United States, the UK, Japan, like all the whiskey countries. 40% is the minimum. So when someone's putting out a 40% whiskey, they're giving me minimum, like, because when it's 40%, that means it's 60% water, right? They dilute it as they're bottling. So when you're giving me 40%, especially if you're charging me like big money for it, you're giving me minimum effort for maximum money. Some companies will do 43 just to say, well, it's not 40. We're 43. We're like 3 better, right?
Well,
but like 40, like a lot of the whiskey companies that like the whiskey geeks go for, and the companies that are in touch with this, they'll do 46. They'll do like 46.3. They'll do 48. They'll do 50. 50 is popular with some. Like Bushcraft does a lot of 50. And then you get to sort of the cask strength, where they take it from the cask, they put it in the bottle, they don't dilute it at all. That's where you get stuff that's like 63% because of the Angel's share. 70% is pretty high. It's mostly like in the high 50s to very low 70s.
I'm going to tell you why that's...
I want to show you what Seth just said.
Is that Schitt's Creek? I'm gonna tell you why that's stupid. Would you like to know why that's stupid?
Go for it.
Because, I mean, I've made rum before, and I can stop the distillation process when it's 70%.
Yeah.
And I'll get maybe this glass full,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And it's like, well, do I actually want to drink 70%? Hell no.
No, you don't. But you might want to drink like 60%. Well, I don't know. With rum, it's different because I could see the flavors getting way, way too heavy.
Well, here's where we could actually have a discussion. I mean, from 70% down to 40%. At 40%, there's still lots of flavor. It still tastes really, really good. But I can drink more of it, right? Mm-hmm. I can have 2 instead of just 1 kind of thing.
My fiddle player, his dad likes to drink. He likes to buy cask strength and dilute it down himself so that he can essentially have 2 bottles for the price of 1. And it's a philosophy, I like stuff that's around 50 because some whiskeys down around the 40% mark kind of taste a little watery to me, and I think that might be because I've wrecked myself with cask strength whiskeys.
50% tastes a little watery.
No, 50% doesn't, but like 40% can.
Oh, 40%.
Just because I'm used to stuff that's a lot higher than that. But like, you're right, because some stuff, if the flavors are good, the flavors are good, right? Period. You're reminding me of how, like, I do this anorak thing where when I'm, dropping water into my whiskey when I'm doing a review.
If you need to go, then
yeah,
good night, brother.
We don't want to keep you here if you're needed elsewhere.
Brother.
So I did this thing where, like, when I drop whiskey when I drop water into the whiskey when I'm doing my reviews, it's like this distilled water. And I'm funkin' wasting my time, dude. And everyone else who's a whiskey anorak who only uses distilled water, we got to cut this out, because it's amazing how many of these distilleries distill their stuff, throw them into I was going to say buckets because they're wood, but barrels, ship them to the mainland, and in the bottling factories, they just use municipal water. All this crap that they say, the purest water coming down from the sacred glaciers at the top of the McMurina Mountains of under the Dragon's Nose. All this crap. It's amazing how many of these distilleries use that beautiful crystal spring water to cool the vats. And that's it. It still gets watered down and bottled using municipal water in Edinburgh. So all this, like, I only use distilled water. I'm like, I'm an idiot. I mean, at least it's cheap, but this is stupid. So I finally stopped doing that. And I started just using, like, my own, the filtered water out of my fridge. Because I was like, this is dumb. They're not using filtered distilled water, so why the hell should I? How did I end up on this really boring subject? Oh, yeah, you took me to task for liking 50%, 45% or higher, and I just think, well, whatevs. Just whatevs. What's David saying? What is that over your right shoulder? Isn't that just the headrest of your new chair? Right?
My new old chair.
Your new old chair? Oh, right, because you gave your new chair to the missus, right?
I totally forgot I was supposed to take it out last weekend. Shit. All right, I'll get to see a man about a hearse.
Okay, then when you get back, I'm going to see a man about a hearse. So
I'm
you
gonna
go
wait
first.
now.
No,
wait.
Do not
hold
wait.
it?
Do not wait.
You
go now.
All I can think about is Niagara Falls.
You must go now. One of us has to go right now. Or I'll just go in a bottle. Say it's 40 Creek. I don't know what the Fang Dentist is, but apparently he's so bitey. So how many people are still hanging with me? I got 18 thumbs ups, which is... Oh, no, I've got 24 thumbs ups. That's cool. 18 people watching, so we've lost a couple, but that's because, Al's gone to bed. Here we go. David says that it's a folded up blanket. No, it's just the head of his chair. It's just the head of his chair. You can pretend you're off grid, Jess. I would love to just be off grid. The thing is, to be off grid, I would have to be without family. I mean, I can't do it with the three other people who live with me. That would just be absolutely selfish. Country Boy says, 40 Creek, piss in a bottle. How could you tell the difference? Well, it's not like Coors Light. Christy says she's sitting outside watching this and the thunderstorm. Forgot your scotch upstairs. Oh, you got time to go and get it. It's only 20 to 26. It's only 10:26. Go get your scotch. Go get your whiskey. Wait, are you having scotch? Because the Bullet Bourbon is not a scotch. But do you actually have scotch tonight? You've got your old your usual, or are you having the Bullet Bourbon? Wait. It's not Christy who has the Bullet Bourbon. It's Shawnee. I'm getting all mixed up. Who the hell? Let's just rewind and forget this conversation ever happened. As soon as Russell gets back, I'm going to see a man about a hearse. Because I have a mighty need upon me. I had a question for you guys this week, and I forgot to...
I poured myself a new another glass there.
That's your 40 Creek? Oh, you got a rock in there.
Well, it was an energetic pour, so I put a big rock in.
Okay.
No, this is
Is that the red label?
No, it's we talked. This is another one that I used to drink a long time ago. We talked about it recently.
Is it
Anyway, doesn't
Doers?
matter.
It's not the Doers, is it?
I thought you had
Oh,
to go.
because Jesse's got to go see a man about a hearse. He's like messing around in his kitchen.
It's Grant's.
What? It's what? Oh, Grant's.
Grant's.
Grant's. Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. Be hilarious.
Okie dokie. I kind of think that Jess would like to live the way I do. Once his parents, once his kids get older and they're off in school and off in their own lives. But I don't know how I know nothing about his wife. I don't know how she would feel about all this. And I don't know what land is like in Quebec. Like, can you buy 180 acres in Quebec for like not stupid amounts of money? I'm not talking farmland. Farmland is whatever it is. It's $1,000 an acre, which is crazy. $2,000 an acre, 3,000. It's a lot of money. Linda says, "Oh, Christy." There's a very easy answer to that, Christy. Linda, lots of families living off grid. More now than I was going to say more now than ever, but that's not true, isn't it? More now than 5 years ago, probably, or maybe 10 years ago, maybe like 2007. 2007, we were at like peak minimum off grid. Only drink Scotch. Blenda. Is that a brand name? Blenda? I think there is snot floating in my Scotch. That's definitely makes it a blend. Jess, I was going to say, I can't hear you. You're still muted. I was going to say you're probably, or not probably, but you might be having seasonal allergies because something came out recently.
I do get seasonal allergies. I do. Absolutely. For me, hay fever is like, sneeze, feel terrible. Hey, fever. I don't know why the hell I said that. So how did David end up with yuck? Never mind. I don't want to know.
How is not important.
Yeah, the fact that it's there.
Fine. Worship, or not worship. Celebrate.
Celebrate. Yeah, it was like worship. No. All hail the Almighty. Not.
If you can give it a little electricity, like a couple of batteries, like, and see if life will grow there on that little island.
No. You know what I keep meaning to do on a live stream?
You mean like fully clothed, or?
Yes, I'm 51, dude. You think you're gonna do anything not fully clothed?
I keep taking my clothes off for live stream special features. So.
I would not. I know what I look like without. I would like to open this.
I know what I look like too.
This bastard up and take the hard drive out because there's information on it that I want, and I don't care about warranty or anything. This is a 2011, so I keep thinking that.
So it doesn't turn on anymore?
No, it's dead. But I want that hard drive.
I would take it to a shop.
You don't think it would make for entertaining content for me to be swearing at the screwdrivers?
Well, if you want to make a video out of it, yeah.
No, I was just thinking like during a live stream. Like once I get the other room squared away and I can be live streaming off of the laptop again. Like I might just lay this down on the on the workbench and undo it as we stream. Like don't make it the focal point, but just be like chitting and chatting, unscrewing the bottom of this thing and going.
Well, I think that's a separate live stream, and you need two cameras. One where you're you, and then one on the.
Yeah.
Maybe
like it's members only or something. I also found my old beret from when I was in the cadets. It's absolutely messed up. Oh, I've got these headphones on. I'm not going to put it on. But yeah, I found my old.
Somehow you weren't wearing cans back then.
Yeah.
I don't even know you're wearing them now. Just get some wireless earbuds, man.
because I bought these to have at the computer, and I need the other ones for when I'm watching my ASMR. Wow. Hold on. It's because I have so much less liquid in mine.
I don't even know how you're getting such a clear ring.
That was a pretty clear ring. ASMR. ASMR.
A flat is what I'm saying. What I'm thinking. I guess I'm saying it as well.
These are not crystal, apparently.
Hey Marcel, welcome back.
Marcel. I posted a recipe video that I made, and I have as a hidden video on this channel, specifically in your Discord, Russell, specifically because of Marcel's content.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
In Russell's Discord, I posted a recipe video that I have on this channel, but hidden, specifically because I like Marcel's recipe videos.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
I made jambalaya. It's
That's a
from last year.
great thumbnail, by the way.
What is it? I don't remember what it is. Now, if I was not running Windows, I would play the video so that we could all see it. It's, what is it, 3.5 minutes or something? All this to say that, yes, hi, Marcel. welcome to the live stream. 8 acres. Whoops, I missed it because everything jumped. Go for it. Saleshe's asking if I'm planning on buying a patch of land once both children are out of the house. I am planning to buy a patch of land as soon as I have the money. Thing is, if I have to wait for both children to be out of the house, I will be over 65, at which point it will be late in life for me to start building a log cabin or something. I might still do it, but if I can get the money together earlier than that, I'll buy something earlier than that, and I'll just, head for the hills as often as I can. Kristen says, maybe it's from all the dust from moving all that stuff around. Yeah, it might be. There's a lot of dust around here. Ah, Marcel watched it. Nice. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually did that when COVID first sent everyone home from work. At the place where I work, they were looking for a way to sort of keep us from going nuts. So one year, one of our projects was to do something non-work related with the team. And one of the team members wanted everyone to send in pictures or a write-up or something about like a food recipe and a drink recipe. So I did jambalaya, and the drink I did was a Corpse Reviver number blue, which I don't think I linked in the Discord, but that's a good freaking drink. Yeah, maybe it's the very expensive microphone. Maybe I'm allergic to the very expensive. I mean, there's a lot. Look at this, guys. Like, can you see that? The difference? There's a lot of dust on that mic. Oh, there's a lot of dust on that mic. It's my ASMR night.
I was about to give Jess heck one night for having a really dusty mic, and then I look at mine.
And then you look at yours, it's like, wait a minute. Yeah. Marcel would like to see me do more cooking vids. Okay, good to know. Now here's a very Quebec statement from Serge. Serge is going to be the next Ricardo. Ricardo magazine is available in the rest of the country, but he's not nearly the force in the rock as he is in Quebec. But David Evans made a cake tonight. I don't do a lot of cakes, but I do a lot of apple, pear, or peach crisp, and sometimes all three of those. I do a lot of crisps. Looks like Jesse's allergies are contagious. I think that might be true.
Right? So,
Marcel's asking David what kind of cake. Did he answer? Oh, yes. Wow. Oh, okay. Betty Crocker. All right. Why'd you make a cake tonight, David? Why you make a cake? I think Russell's having a hard time. I'm worried about Russell. I think he's might be sneezing more than I am tonight.
White lines. First, I breathed scotch, and now I'm what a mess. Cheers to just the live stream.
Cheers to Russell sneezing and stuff. Caramelly, butterscotchy, vanilla-y. So many flavors, so many notes to give. So much. Marcel says, I bake from scratch often, but we use cake mixes quite a bit too. Use Betty Crocker often as well. And she's asking you, Russell, do you have a cold?
No, I don't. I don't. I was perfectly fine until like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's weird. David baked
Seasonal.
a cake. Yeah. Is it seasonal? Sorry. Do you get seasonal?
I get seasonal, but I also get a lot of dust. The dogs coat this whole room in dust.
Yeah, I apparently have a dust allergy, and I'm allergic to something about cats, dander or saliva or some damn thing. David, yeah. Start one more time and go. David Evans baked a cake because it's the neighbor's birthday tomorrow. Has anyone been like, do any of you guys follow Dennis's Facebook page, the Canoe Hound Adventures Facebook page? He got a really cool cake this week because it's his birthday, like, soon. It reminded me of what, well, like, I told you guys that when I turned 40, I bought that Sadowski bass that's sitting off screen, right? The expensive bass. And unbeknownst to me, when I turned 40, my wife had a cake made for me off of the picture that the shop sends you of your bass. So, and nice. she reserved the top floor of the pub that I play at a lot. So at my 40th birthday, I thought we were hitting the pub before going to a movie just for a little food. And I walk in and there's all my friends and family, and there's like all my music stuff is set up on stage and my band is there. And I'm like, what? And she said, here's your cake. And it was like a 4-foot long version of my bass as a cake that like some cake maker had used. Like,
oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. And my eldest daughter was like 1, and she was there, and like she was dancing on a chair all night. I mean, dancing the way like toddlers do, right? Until she was like falling asleep but still dancing. What a great night.
I'm gonna cry. That's so sweet.
Too. Yeah. Because Dennis got a really cool cake this week as well. And I was going to like post a picture of that to show him that we both got cool cakes, but I figured, shut up, Jesse. Just let it happen. Just let him enjoy the cake.
That's a yes, David.
Yeah. Wait, a couple of drums at once? You mean like a double?
I think he means an energetic pour.
Mm.
Did you have a picture of that cake, by the way?
Yes, somewhere I do. I will find it and post it on the Discord after this live stream is over.
Sure.
Whoops. I was looking for something. My kids have become obsessed with Gordon Ramsay. I had to tell them to turn the TV down because Gordon Ramsay is telling us.
I love those old kitchen nightmares, but there's a big but to that. But I don't know if you want me to go on about it.
Well, you started. You may as well finish. Don't use any serious language though, because it's a family show.
No, I won't. I love those shows because so he goes to like restaurants and he like tells them what's wrong and he hates their food and stuff. But there was an episode called something bakery. I forget her name. Anyways, it became famous. It's internet famous. It was like a huge thing. Anyway, somebody's gonna remind us here in chat. Something bakery. Anyway, and then they did a follow-up episode because it was so popular. They did a follow-up episode where he went back to talk to them, but they showed like video from the first time he was there, and the video that they showed was like kind of stuff they should have showed in the first episode, right? Except that you could really tell he was provocating them. Like he was really, really provocating them, and I thought that's probably what they get him to do in every episode, but they never show that part of it. They never show him provocating the people. They just show
Yeah,
them the the restaurant owners like mouthing off and fighting back kind of thing.
I feel that there's an act happening there with him. Absolutely. I was reading, I don't know,
Excuse
one of
me,
those
it's Amy's Bakery. It just came to me.
Amy's Baker. I was
Yeah.
reading a listicle of, people who have met famous celebrities and stuff. And it's amazing how many times he pops up as someone who is really chill and nice.
Oh, but he is.
So
He
like
is.
I feel that, I feel that he's been look, a lot of chefs treat their sous chef and all that badly. It's like there's this hazing ritual when as you're coming up in the chefing world. But I feel that he has been packaged to be ruder than he might really be. My favorite Gordon Ramsay video is the one where he and his mother each made a souffle or something, and his fell more than hers, and she knew it was going to happen. She said, yours fell." And the way he dealt with that, because you can't yell at your own mom on TV. But yeah, I think that, and in fact, Marcel is saying the same thing.
Yeah, from all accounts, he's like a pretty chill dude in real
Mhm.
life. But when he's in the kitchen, he's just super hardcore. Like if you're trying to be a chef and you're in his kitchen, you better be ready for this shit.
And it is possible that because he grew up in that world where a chef treats his underlings like garbage, that yeah, when he steps into the kitchen, he just turns into
Not,
that monster.
I don't think he treats them like garbage. He treats them like he tr- he treats them like if you want to be. I don't know. Damn, 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 damn. And then I'm like, damn, 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 damn,
Meanwhile, the other person's like, answer the phone.
um, yeah. Anyway, I forget where I was at.
But like sometimes, when a chef steps into the kitchen, they fall into that role, the role that's expected of them.
Yeah, of course.
I saw this report on how drill sergeants in the U.S. Army are dropping that whole really obnoxious yelling, and the Marine Corps are no, I think it was specifically the Army are dropping that whole sort of like getting in someone's face and just screaming your face off because they're realizing that you make better soldiers if you deal with them with respect, right? Because the whole thing was break them down and build them back up. But apparently, that whole sort of, you maggot and screaming in their faces is something that came from the Vietnam era. And the fact is, in Canada, they don't do that. In the UK, they don't do that. And we both still have good militaries. And so there's this whole change in like the U.S. Army drill sergeant school that they're teaching them to be a lot more low key and still come at your recruits from a position of strength, but like you don't have to insult them. You just have to be businesslike with them. Why am I talking about this? Oh, because we were just talking about Gordon Ramsay and how chefs tend to treat their. I made a logical leap there that
I often don't try. Sometimes I don't even try to follow back what I was thinking, what the chain of thought was.
sometimes I wonder if why I don't sprain anything making the logical leaps that I make. But yeah, Kristen, yeah, even the tent lights up. Nice, nice. It was a cool cake.
Brain, brain.
Brain cake. Oh,
Yep.
it's Marines as well. Okay, yeah. This is the island green.
Ah, crap! Look at this.
Ah, look at that. That's the end of an innocent gun. Sucks to be you.
But it was really good.
Do you have another one, or is that your last one?
That was the last one. It was in the fridge, and I am hesitant to drink a warm one.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Nope. From the N to the no.
From the N to the O.
From the N to the O.
Of course, there's other things in the fridge.
Like what? Cheese? Oh, I said the C word.
Oh, do you want some cheese?
Yep.
What kind of cheese do you have in the fridge?
I got like a marbled cheddar. I got like a brie, I think, or a boursin or something like that. The usuals.
And so, is the rest of your family into cheese?
We're French Canadian, dude. Of course we're into cheese.
Well, I mean,
cheese is a cultural imperative in Quebec, man.
Are they into cheese? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because look, if you see a cheese spread in BC or whatever, there's going to be a lot of things like whatever, Monterey Jack, cheddar, and stuff like that. But a cheese spread in Quebec is heavy. You guys did a really cool cheese spread when you did your cheeses and like your charcuterie episode. You and City Girl.
You mean City Girl did a really cool spread? I was along for the ride.
Yeah, but you were still contributing, so I sort of saw it as a team effort. But like a cheese spread.
Well, so I like a brie. Yep, but that's
brie's a baseline here. You need to have you have a brie, probably a brie and a camembert. You have an oka. You have a marbled cheddar or some sort of cheddar, preferably a sharp, but maybe one or two. You got to have like a little like a Gouda. You have to have maybe an Emmentaler, but I'm not sure. But like cheese is serious business, right?
I got a brick of mozzarella in the fridge, and if I'm feeling really really like I'm gonna experiment out there, I'll buy some brie. Mozzarella goes on everything.
Next time.
Come on, Amara. All right, let's do a poll.
Okay, hold on. Let me
do a poll.
What? Okay, what's this poll gonna be? Hold on. Poll.
If you enjoy cheese.
If you enjoy cheese, hold on. If you enjoy cheese, comma.
I started. You have to finish it.
If you enjoy cheese, do you like boring crap?
You can
like
remember characters.
Moths.
No.
No, okay.
No, back up.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, back.
If you like cheese, comma.
If you like cheese, do you like one or two types? Do you like the second option should be I like lots of different types. So help us out with this question, guys. Here, I'm having a cherry tart radler, which is really weird for me.
Did somebody
Dave, okay. Do you want to join us now, or do you want to give us a big nod if you want to join us now or later? That was a small nod, but
later is only in like 9 minutes.
Hey, how's everybody?
I think that Twilight what cabin?
Yeah.
What are you drinking, Dave?
Green Label, 15 years old.
And can you tell the difference between that and water?
Nope. So tonight Jess is doing his review. He goes cinnamon, metallic, and I'm going, no, I can't smell that. All that, but
let me tell you guys about someone.
It's good to see you, Dave.
Hi, Dave. When I was out in Alberta in August, after playing in Lacombe, we went to the cabin of someone who manages a whiskey club. And he had some drams that I could never afford. Like, period. So I was tasting a lot of glorious stuff, and I'm nosing. I'm like, oh my god, the vanilla is good here, but it's not cloying. And is that like a baking spice? Is that cinnamon? No, that's a nutmeg, and blah blah. And he's just like, man, I just know if I like it or not. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Right? I mean, you manage a whiskey club, and it's like if that's an
And?
expensive thing to have as a bon vivant thing. Like I get some people are bon vivant. What's a bon vivant in English?
Big shot.
Good.
Like a
Good of.
a bon vivant is someone who he likes good food. You like drinks. You're a big party guy. You like to.
What is vin?
Vivant means good good living,
Yeah.
good life,
Yeah.
good living.
Okay.
Good.
Bon vivant, it's a big shot.
Bon vivant. See? But that's an expensive bon vivant category right there.
Well, okay. Here's the question: Is the bon vivant guy? Does he just like what he likes, or is it always the expensive stuff that he likes?
Well, he had
Right.
some stuff that's not expensive. Oh, for me, for the rest of 2023 and into 2024, what I think is this is not related to what you just asked. It is, but only in a tertiary way. He knows what he likes, right? He likes a good whiskey. He won't be able to prick out the notes, but he knows what he likes, kind of thing.
But my point is, I don't have a sophisticated or educated whiskey nose, if that makes sense. I can't.
David,
I
before
can't
you go any
detect-
further,
I can't detect these nuances that you can smell.
okay.
I can't.
I am so embarrassed to say that I read that as Dave Twilight Twat Cabin. I was like, why would he write that?
No, somebody changed it. Anyway,
I read it earlier.
It's not what I wrote.
Anyway, I totally believe that like just as you go as you give your notes on a scotch or whatever, it really is all about like what you like and what you don't like, right?
And the thing is, no matter what notes you give, I mean, if you come at it truthfully, like if you say, no, man, that's B flat. Okay. It's hilarious, but like, it's so subjective that if I told you that there's got to be cardamom, it's
That's
real.
not-
It's there because
But
it's
That's not my point, though. My point is I cannot detect these smells, which means I'm not a educated Scotch whiskey drinker or a trained Scotch whiskey drinker. I've
but
only
who
been drink-
cares? You know what you like.
I don't know what I like. That's
I'm
the
the
whole
same
point,
way.
right?
Okay.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I
It's-
can't
you know what-
smell these cinnamon,
David.
metallic.
David, it's kind of like somebody presents 10 rocks and they go and sniff them and taste them and
Yeah.
give different notes for each one. And you're like,
Yeah,
they smell
Well,
and taste like rocks.
but my
David,
point. But Jess, tonight we're drinking the same thing. We both have 15-year-old green label. So
Yeah.
so you're doing your smell test and then the nosing, and I'm going, I can't smell that. I can't smell that.
Okay, but David, that might not be your fault. Look at your glass and look at mine.
Yeah.
This glass is designed for what I'm doing. Like this
No.
this glass is designed for like, so what it does is
No.
it concentrates
No.
everything.
No. You're giving the wrong explanation, Jess.
Huh?
The explanation you want to give right now is everyone tastes something different. That's,
Oh,
go
okay,
with that
yes, there is that. Yes, everybody tastes something different. This is what I was getting to when I was saying it's so subjective that if you say you taste cardamom in this, it's there for you. But what I want to say though is,
like shit. We need to reprogram Jess here for a second.
um,
Yeah.
here's a tasting as per
Throw
Jess.
the
Okay,
switch. Throw the switch.
everyone has a better nostril, right? So like, Try
No, Jess, you're absolutely missing my point. Or
I'm
I'm
not
not,
getting
making,
my-
I'm not making the point.
David, I'm getting your point, but I think that you're giving yourself less credit than you deserve.
Well, I'm not. I'm not.
All it takes is agonizing effort, and you can do this as well.
No. You either have a palette or you don't. I'm firmly in
so?
Dave's camp on this.
You think
I mean,
so?
this is This is Grant's, but it could be Blue Label for all I know.
That's exactly my point. Like, this is a very nice Scotch. It's green Label is a very nice Scotch. But if you gave me Blue Label next to it and Green Label, I could not tell you the difference.
Really?
I could not. Or no, I could probably tell the difference from Red Label to Green Label to Blue Label, but
that's because Red Label is like scraping your tongue in your throat.
Exactly.
Sandpaper.
So, and I've drank my share of Red Label over the years, believe me. So anyway, let me just say that.
All right. Good night, Linda.
I don't have an educated nose, I guess is what I'm saying, right?
Well, no, Dave. I think it goes sorry, Jess. I think it goes further than that. Like I just don't have a palate to really experience all these different flavors. The palate's not there.
I think that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
In the same way that I can't hear, I can't understand people who have strong accents. It's gone on me.
Well, I just
I'm tone deaf. I can't hear different octaves and stuff. So I think it's
tone deafness is
it's my Scotch tasting.
Well, tone deafness is a thing for sure, but I feel that for Scotch tasting, my default setting is that if I can do something, anyone can. You just might have to work at it, because I've worked at certain things like bass playing. I've worked at it since I was 16 years old, 15 years old, right? So I'm going on a bunch of decades now.
But I think that's the point, is that you've worked at it. You've educated yourself. You have developed taste for Scotch and whiskeys, and you can differentiate the difference between one Scotch to another, and you have a very sophisticated nose for detecting the differences. I don't. That's my point, right?
Okay, I'll throw you this as a counterpoint, right? Because this, at the end of the day, is I'm about to throw him a counterpoint, and he leaves the room.
No, I'll be right. I'll be right back.
All right.
I gotta go check on Pam. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be here. Drinking the whiskey. Well, everyone, we're at 11 o'clock, but we'll go a little later so that my two interlocutors can come back. I'm just taking a look at... Linda's been making ice cream a lot this summer. I have an ice cream maker, but she's also a bread baker. Made pickles. Oh, yeah, that sounds cool. Marcel, yeah, okay, that's fine. We're not here for that much longer, but you know how it is. Serge is out as well. See you later, Serge. I gotta see that guy in person again someday soon.
Good night, Serge. Good night. Linda. Good night, Linda.
Shawnee says, okay, if Jess was served... Oh, crumbs, I just closed it. Hold on. If Jess was served three separate jams, would he guess what each was? Maybe not. Like, if one was bourbon, one was Scotch, and one was like a Canadian whiskey, maybe, or an Irish for sure. But like, it's...
I want to say, Jess, you need to do this in a real video.
Like a blind tasting?
Yeah, blind tasting, absolutely. And one of them needs to be Blue Label. Get your wife to help and kind of label the bottom of each glass. Get her pour it.
Do a little colored dot.
Because I would be really interested to see how bad you foul that up.
I think I would probably foul it up a lot, because I can pull out notes, but I'm not great at, like, I know a couple of guys who are like, oh, that is definitely like a Springbank. I'm like, what? Now, granted, that's because I haven't tasted a Springbank in years, because it's a unicorn, but you know. Dave is back.
David. Can't hear us.
No.
David.
But now you can hear us. David, what I was going to say earlier
Yeah.
was that
Sorry.
you said that, like, okay, so I put in the effort to become good at this. But, dude, I've sat in your living room and I've spoken to you about what you did for a living. And that is way cooler than me being all like, yes, I get a little black currant. And I mean, everyone has something that they're kind of a little geeky about. And everyone has something that they're kind of really good at. And, you know, what does this mean? What does this mean? This means that I spend too much money on bottles. You know, I enjoy this. You know, this is joie de vivre for me, whatever the hell that is in English. But
Joy
it's
life.
nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nothing. It's pointless. It means nothing.
Yeah. But it also means that you're dedicated enough to educate yourself and taste multiple different kinds of scotch, where I typically buy what's on sale. Like, I'm not a connoisseur. You're a connoisseur of scotches. I'm not, and I think it's safe to say Russell's not, and you know, and that's fine. It's all I'm saying is, when tonight we're drinking the identical scotch. I just opened the bottle this evening. I let it breathe for 15 minutes, like you typically do.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going through your nosing, and I'm here, and sure, the glass is not the right. It's not the right glass, but I cannot detect any of those smells that you mentioned tonight. That's all I'm saying is
I would love to see a social experiment where, you know, we gather 100 scotch or whiskey drinkers off the street and say, okay, here's these 10 glasses, drink each one and rate them based on what you think it is and also the price range that it is.
That would be amazing, especially because it's crazy how often a sub $100 bottle is amazing, and a $200 plus bottle, you're like, I just spent what on this?
well,
That would be fabulous.
So put it this way: in April, when I bought the bottle of Blue Label, I have never spent that much money on a bottle of booze in my entire life.
It's
like, it
crazy.
Took me, I'm there with my credit card going, yes, no, yes, no. Like, and Pam finally said, yeah, just buy it. Like,
just buy it, for God's sake.
You gotta go. Just buy it.
I've been the same way with some purchases. Like my first drone, City Girl for like 2 years is like, yes, buy it.
Yeah. My wife would not be that way about a drone.
I'm the guy that gets my clothes at the Salvation Army. Come on, I don't like to spend money. You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm like that. Oh God, am I gonna? Okay. Okay, let's do it. But here's the thing: if you liked the Blue Label a lot, then it's not a waste of money. If you think like, I spent what? Then don't do it again.
But I go back to my point earlier. The Blue Label tastes the same to me as the Green Label.
So just buy the green.
Exactly, that's my point. Like,
just buy the green. At the end of the day, it comes down to like, I like this versus that was an expensive mistake. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Some stuff you love, some stuff you like, some stuff. This bottle over here that no longer has the label on it. This was the Nika
Japanese one.
Yeah, Nika whiskey from the barrel. Yeah. 66 Canadian in Quebec. Around the same price in Ontario. A little cheaper in Alberta.
I love that bottle.
Yes, I do too.
So
this is fabulous. Fabulous. It's one of my favorite blends of all time. And it's just, there's nothing. Some of my favorite whiskeys kind of make you work for it. This one does not. This is like I think I said in that live stream where I finished this off that if you're someone who comes over and doesn't know if you like whiskey, this has 100% success rate for me of people being like, okay,
Can you text me the name of that? I would really love to try that. I mean, I think that's in my price range.
It's
Blue Label is not in my price range.
it's not in my price range either. I mean, you know, I think Al bought me my through two bottles now. I would never be able to spend that on my own, you know.
Yeah.
But this, here, it's 66 for like a 500 ml bottle everywhere, except the United States where they have a 750. So it ends up being the same price as like $100 bottle, you know, for a full size. But
if later on, if you could send me the name or the link, I would like to try it.
I'll send you that. It's so good because it's so friendly. It's a blend of 100 different whiskeys, right? It's
affordable is my middle name. Yeah.
But it's not just affordable, right? It's not that much more than Johnny Walker Red Label, which is one of the worst whiskeys ever made. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like $20 more.
Yeah.
Look, Macallan is across the board very good, but middle of the road stuff. It's innocuous. It is nowhere near worth what it costs. Nowhere near. It's not bad whiskey, but it's not great whiskey. And like an 18-year-old is over $700. I'm like, that is not going to be coming out of my account for a freaking Macallan. You know.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve. How's it going?
Hey, Steve. Hi, Steve.
Showing up just in time for, you know, us to have been technically finished for the past 9 minutes. Wow. Oh yeah, Kristen's. You always drink the same thing, eh? I don't remember what it was. It's not the one with the 2 Scotty dogs. Oh,
Destiny.
Yeah. Okay.
Shite.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I've got a COVID story too. Anyway, yeah.
That would be hilarious, Destiny. Like we all have the Johnny Walker 15. We all have, I don't know, like pick a simple single malt, and we all have like a bourbon. And we're like, yes, I get peanuts, and David's like, it smells good. And there's Russell saying, this doesn't smell like beer.
It smells like peanuts, but not pea nuts.
Yeah. PEA, not PEE.
Gross.
Yeah. Good point.
I gotta be me.
You gotta be you.
I gotta be me.
So Christy,
take me or leave me.
Christy,
right?
What is your $16 bottle?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it's.
Oh, but only for 70. Oh, you know what's interesting? Like Christy, 750 milliliters. I watched your video again, Jess. The metric system in the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I meant to comment on it. We don't need to get into it now. 1.75. Okay. $16 for that is like freaking amazing.
That's not right. That's 1.75.
I think she means 1.75
liters, not 1.75.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I assumed it was 1.75 liters. Yeah, but what is it, Christy? Like that's
a 40 ounce. Yeah, it's a 40 ounce.
Is that what they call a 40?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's 30. It's roughly 30 ounces to the mill. Or sorry, 30 mils to the ounce. So,
yeah, give or take.
Give or take. Yeah. Given my profession, I can go between metric and imperial all day.
Yeah, I can.
1.75. It's huge. It's
Fode Creek. I'm pretty sure that's Canadian whiskey. Can you hold it up so that I can read the word whiskey on it?
That's a 40 effing Creek. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Canadian whiskey. Oh, it's even got a maple leaf on it.
It's
Niagara.
Niagara.
I'm blending, guys. I'm blending.
You're blending.
Not.
How's that going for you?
With Innocent Gun or with something else?
No, whatever was in there before.
Is that bottle plastic, by the way?
Yes, that was one of my considerations.
Amazing.
That's what I thought. There you go. I buy plastic bottles too. There you go.
I was looking at this
economy if you buy a plastic bottle.
I was going through the Scotch and whiskey aisle and like, holy shit, is that plastic?
Yeah. Yes. Perfect for the ATV drive.
David.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Which of the many texting or whatever contacts How the hell do you text me? Is it through messages?
iMessage.
iMessage. Okay.
iMessage. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, people say, "Oh, I messaged you through Messenger." What is that?
Well,
I don't know what that is. It's just like
I can't tell you how
1500.
often like I've been okay. I have to answer this person somewhere. You know, was it the Instagram Messenger? Was it the Facebook Messenger? Was it iMessage? Was it
Well,
WhatsApp? Not WhatsApp. I don't use that anymore. Was it Signal?
I got your message.
Okay.
it's you know what bothers me is like Facebook is like we're Messenger. We're not Facebook Messenger. We're just Messenger.
Yeah.
So now I've had people say, "I've messaged you through Messenger." I'm like, Instagram? No, Messenger. No,
To me,
Facebook?
Messenger is Facebook.
Is it?
Like,
Oh, I
and I
like
hate
this
that.
too. Yeah.
I hate that because I hate Facebook. But whatever.
Well, you must have. I'm not tech savvy here, but I'm going to say MMS, like images, pictures turned off on your messaging, Russell, because every time I send you a picture, it doesn't go through.
That's weird.
My text message my straight SMS single message. I don't know what it means.
Oh,
Anyway, they go
look
through.
at my phone? Are you talking about phone messages?
On your phone, yeah. If I send you a picture, it won't go through.
Oh, thank God.
That's weird.
I thought maybe you turned it off. Multimedia.
No, I mean, cell phones to me are like a black box. I try my best because, but every single thing like that, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or my mobile or whatever, there's like 100 different settings, and I hate going through them all and trying to figure them all out because there's so many settings in it. But I have to because there's so many settings in there. I was like, hey, we should send your personal data here so that we can better understand
Make
you.
money off of it.
Like, what? No.
Well, I did a Russell a few weeks ago. I turned off my voicemail.
You did a Russell.
That's called a Russell?
Yeah, I did. I turned off my voicemail.
Hey, before we go any further, I just want to say it's 11:15, so work night and all. I'm gonna cut her short here.
15 more minutes.
15 more minutes.
15
just
more minutes.
pour another dram. You'll be fine.
Everyone watching deserves another 15 minutes.
Okay, we'll go 15 more minutes. We'll go to 11:30, and then I'm shutting her down.
All right.
And going to bed. Yep. So continue what you were saying.
Small, like a half dram. You'll be fine.
No more drams, because you know what? I've got tea.
It's cold. It's cold, isn't it?
It's cold. It is cold.
Cold tea is the worst.
Does it taste like your socks were like dipped in it?
Yeah, and twisted out. Yeah.
No, but it does taste like
wrong
bread.
out.
It's a type of tea. It's like
it's a type of
tea is not nice. I love a good hot cup of tea, especially orange pekoe. Orange pekoe is the only kind of tea I like to drink, but
I'm doing a thermos.
It's got to be hot. It's got to be hot.
It's got to be hot.
It can't be cold. Oh my God.
Anyways, talk amongst yourself.
That's uncouth.
Talk amongst ourselves? Is that what you said?
Yeah, my daughter just texted me. So you guys talk amongst yourselves while I try to figure out what the hell she's doing.
So
Russell, you're looking very well. You're looking like you've lost some weight. Actually, I say that sincerely.
I've lost a little bit of weight. Thank you. David, what's your next video?
No, I'm taking the channel down. Actually, I decided a couple of days ago I'm going to put it in suspension until if and when I may produce another video. My life has been too chaotic over the last year to even think about.
You're retired, homeboy.
No. I don't want to get into it online, but my life has sucked for the last year and a bit. And anyway.
All right. Well, not gonna pressure you while we're in public.
No.
But I like your stuff though. I
enjoy doing it. But you know what? Like, I don't know how you guys do it. Like, putting out a video is like a fucking full-time job. It is like.
Yeah, I've been very I've been poor at getting stuff out. Since
Wow.
January, I've been trying to be
Seriously.
Mr. Family and everything, but
Yeah.
so I've gotten 4 videos out since January, kind of thing. And the
Yeah.
thing is, I'm kind of aching to get my stuff done. So I'm, in fall, I'm gonna ramp it back up. Maybe not once a week the way I used to do, but I gotta get
Well,
my stuff done.
I think it's important, unless you really like. I understand, like Russell's goals to put out a video a week, and that's fine. That makes sense. But in your case, it doesn't make sense to commit to put out a video on a certain time.
It's very tough for me.
It's
very,
hard.
Very
It's
tough.
hard. But
What do you
putting
have
out a
in there?
video, like I said, and I don't do it like Russell does, but filming, the editing takes forever, and
It does.
it's a real time commitment.
It's
I
like a
hope
5 to 1.
everybody out there watching this knows what it means, what a time commitment it means to put out a video.
Yeah. It's about 5
David,
hours for a 10-minute video for me.
Eventually, you get into a flow where you just kind of film and edit, film and edit.
Yeah. But yeah, you say that, Russell, but it's funny, I've kind of gone full circle. I'm back to watching your earlier videos. And I see you in all your videos where you set up the camera and you walk, you drive, or you're on your ATV, or you're walking with the dogs, and you got to go back and pick that video. You got to go back and get the camera. Like, people don't appreciate how much time goes into preparing such a video.
Yeah, it's a commitment. It's a commitment, right? But
yeah,
and it's often hard to start out. But I mean, I was say it's a commitment to video.
It's a commitment. Yeah, it's a lifestyle. I guess it's a lifestyle at the end of the day. For you, it's a lifestyle, but I don't honestly think that people who watch your videos appreciate the effort that you put into putting them out.
Well, that's not important though.
No, but my point is, I don't think I appreciated the effort you put into your videos until I produced a handful of videos.
No, I get it. Yeah. Trying to pour this warm Radler.
Oh, is that a good beer? I never had one.
The Waterloo Tart Cherry Radler is not bad, as opposed to the Grapefruit Radler, which is the worst thing I've ever had.
Have you had any? Is there any Waterloo seasonal beers out at the moment?
Well, no. At the moment, no. And I've checked their website because they have a winter seasonal thing, and they have another seasonal thing, but they're both out. The winter seasonal thing, of course, was the really good one, and the one they did 2 years ago was exceptional. But I don't know why they start some things and stop them. It's annoying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it is annoying. Yeah. Anyway, I think I have a lot of respect for people who do full-time YouTube videos. I know I'm probably harping on it a little bit, but like I said, I only put out 13 videos, but it was a fucking lot of work. Anyway.
No, I get it.
You know whose channel I really like is Campbell Off Grid. Mark, right? Mark and Carolyn. There's a guy who works really hard at putting out his videos. No set time frame, but he really puts a lot into his videos, and I respect that. I wish I had the time to do that. His channel's growing. He's up to 250 subscribers, and everybody here should subscribe to Campbell Off Grid, because I think there's really good content there.
I'm subscribed to him, to them.
Yeah.
Jay and Jen, of course, started a YouTube channel after watching me, and they're doing great. I don't know how many subscribers they have now, like 25,000 subscribers or whatever. Yeah. There's no reason Mark and Caroline can't have the same number of subscribers. It's just commitment to video, right? They just got to commit. They can take off.
but they're also 100% off grid. I think I'm not 100% off grid, so I think that hurts me.
The problem though, in their case is that it's a cottage, right? It's not their
it's not off grid. It's not off grid. Yeah. So it's hard to come up with content when you're not off grid.
But no, it's a cottage, right? It's not their permanent residence.
It's my permanent residence. Oh, for Mark, sorry, Mark and Carolyn, yeah. But they are off grid though, 100% off grid. I'm not off grid, so. And a few of my videos, I went the semi off grid cabin route. So when they're doing the searches on YouTube, they pick up on the off grid, right?
Yep.
In the algorithm,
Yep.
It's hard. You really need. There's definitely a niche for off grid cabins in YouTube for the algorithm.
What the hell?
Over 35K.
Yeah. It's interesting because my best video was doing the compost bin. So it was what do you call it, a green evergreen video.
Yeah, it shows up all the time. Mine, unfortunately, my best evergreen is that stupid one where I'm changing the blade on the chop saw in the other room.
Really?
It's great. Amazing the numbers it does. Like for a small channel like mine, I mean.
Yeah, how many views have you had for that?
Well, I'm embarrassed now because I'm gonna tell you, and Russell's gonna be like,
"Well, but no, I'm really curious now too. Like, how many views in the last 7 days?
How many views in total?
Maybe hasn't done well in the past 7 days. Hold on.
Yeah, but
well, you tell me what video has done the best in the last 7 days. I will tell you which of my videos.
I'll go out and change the blade on my miter saw tomorrow. Jeez.
Go to channel analytics. Actually, it has slightly changed in the past. What are we at? Our Scotch-eyed augers from Amazon Any Good video. That seems to be my best one now.
How many views? Give numbers.
In the last 7 days.
In the last 7 days? Hold on.
I'm interested in total, plus the last 7 days.
No, whatever, man.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to get it down to 7 days. Okay. I don't want to say this because, like, 500. 434.
Wait till later. Yeah. In the last week, 434.
No, in the last 7 days, just not the last day.
Yeah, in the last. My channel is way smaller than yours, dude. For me, 434 in 7 days is a big number.
That's awesome. I think that's great. But how many views? And given my very small petite channel, how many views total? That's I'm on that. That's my metric. How many views total for your changing the saw blade?
Oh, for the changing the saw blade. Hold on, let me find it. Because it's been a little overtaken by my how to replace the wick in a hurricane lantern.
Why? How to break your glass in your how to break the globe in your.
I'm not talking about live streams.
Would be your best video, but anyway, sorry.
David, I want you to know that when I call you a bitch, it's with like love and affection in my heart.
Yeah, I know.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it, David. Take that personally.
I don't believe it either. I think that would have been a really good video. How to replace the broken globe in my hurricane lantern after I dropped it off my desk by mistake during a live stream. Anyway.
Oh, my poll. Hold on. Thank you, Kristen. Yes, my poll.
I'm going to be mad about her.
We're about to end the poll.
End the poll.
I just ended the poll.
He's winking at us. That's a wink of acknowledgement.
Where'd my poll go? I ended it.
You get it. Yeah, it's there. 68% say I love cheese. 31% say or two.
Oops, it should have been 1 or 2. Destiny's like, haha, broken globe vid. Yeah, thanks, Destiny.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever, man.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Do you want to know how many views I've gotten in the last 7 days?
I don't want to know. It's going to make me feel bad about myself. Okay, go. What's your best performing video in the past 7 days?
Where's Snowstorm River?
Again?
Oh, where's Snowstorm River? I didn't put a video Friday. And that video just keeps...
It just keeps going. Excuse me.
Bijou, Destiny.
Good night, Destiny.
I might be live Friday. I don't know.
All right. Well, if you are, then I'll see you Friday.
Or probably a good chance, actually. Shitty Girl's not gonna be here.
Okay.
So, yeah, Where's Snowstorm River? In the last 7 days, it has 18,000 views.
Amazing. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is amazing, and it's great video. So, if we're talking about what videos we want to go viral, it's not a short. It's not a look at my dog licking its own butthole kind of video. It's a video of my life here at the cabin. So
yeah,
that's the kind of video that you want.
Your core content is.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Which is funny because I didn't put out a video on Friday, but this video 18,000 views. Damn.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's pretty good. Like, oops.
What's interesting is in the last 7 days, 30,000 views over all my videos. So like that video is like a little over half, but
my top video, like if I go to Lifetime, my top performing video is the one that's the end of Waiterlings. Oh, and I won a new axe, and that's only 21,000 and a bit views.
Yeah.
Number 2 is episode 21 from like early in my channel. That was from 2014. A Cool Grant's First Brooks axe, the large carving axe. That was my first review of that, and that's like 18,000, right? And then the one where I'm like, yes, boiled linseed oil can combust, and that was like a minute-long video, and that was at 18,000 as well, just a little less. And then Scotch-eyed augers from 2022, 16.4, and then it's that damned chop saw video at 12,000 from 2019.
I'm gonna go out and change the saw blade on my miter saw tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get 1,200 views. Like,
but that's not the kind of content I want going viral. It's not going viral, but
when you're trying to get monetized, I don't honestly think it matters. You know what? Everyone like me who starts a YouTube channel, you know what? We say, yeah, I'm just doing it for the, but you know what? I'm just doing it because I just want to record stuff and put it up. Everybody wants to be monetized. At the end of the day,
yes, I agree.
Every YouTuber wants to be monetized.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, because then, like, $100 battery for this thing is not a hardship, because your viewers or whatever have helped you to get that. Yeah, I get that. I understand.
I'm so unbalanced. Like my headphones don't look great. I'm a social mess. Yeah, sorry.
Damn it, you're such a mess. All right, it is now 23:31. So, like, literally this time, I'm shutting her down so that I'm not a bag of toys at work tomorrow. So between now and next week, I would like it if every one of you stayed safe, stayed healthy, stayed sane, and be kind to one another.
Peace out.
Peace out.
You stole the peace out.